Hello and welcome to the channel. And for today's video, we are going to check out the Transformers Generations Legacy United G1 Universe Optimus Prime. So this figure, I had to wait to get this. I ordered this guy off of Amazon USA and had to have it shipped and delivered here to me at my home in TJ back in October. The figure said that it was going to release like early January, January 6th or the 7th or something like that. So I said, that's fine. You know, I could never find it in stores. And so I just put the pre-order in and have the figure delivered to me in the new year. Well, the January 6th came and I never got a notice that the figure was, ready to ship. Then the 7th, and then the 8th, and then the 9th. And eventually I got, like 3 or 4 days later, I got a notice from Amazon that obviously the figure was not gonna ship as originally planned. And they gave me, I still had to wait like another week or so before finally I got the notice that the figure was shipping. So finally the figure came in, midway through January. And well, here it is. So we're gonna do an unboxing, which is something that I rarely do anymore here on the channel. Let me see. But before we unbox the figure, let's just look. I'm sure if some of you have already seen the other reviews, but we're still gonna check out the box just so you can see what other figures were coming out during the Legacy United away. What do you call it? Period, phase, or whatever. And then here we have some artwork of the Optimus. Before we move forward, I just want to say that Hasbro, if you're listening, I hope that this Optimus wasn't just a one-off in terms of like other G1 figures releasing in a modern generations line. Just like the Missing Link line, that Takara is doing, that they're releasing, more figures. I hope that Hasbro follows suit and releases other characters from their G1 designs and bring them up to the modern standard. Because I really, really, really would like to have like the Dinobots in this scale. And well, we'll talk about the scale about the figure in just a second. But I'm talking about, with these modern touches, I definitely want the Dinobots. I want the everything that was G1 to come back with this modern, reimagination. So yes, the Dotson brothers. I definitely would like to have those. Obviously, well, we can't have a Megatron in the G1, but Soundwave, the Seekers, and all of that. All of them, I would like them to all be, in the same scale relative to each other. Because as you know, the G1, the original G1 scale was all over the place because not all of the figures were for the same line. Yada, yada, yada. So this would be a good way to rectify that and having all of the figures be in scale with each other. Okay. So let's open the box here. So here's how the figure comes packaged. Let's just cut all of these ties. And then behind, we've got the baggie with the goodies. So here's the figure and the instruction booklet, which, obviously if you own a G1 Optimus, you know how this guy transformed. But this guy does have like some new little thingies, features added to him, so we'll look at those during the transformation. But it's still basically the same G1 transformation. So let's take a look at this guy right here. Obviously, this thing is just pure G1 Optimus Prime. Uh, we'll compare him to one of the G1s that I have in just a second, but let's just take a closer look at this guy. So you can see, he has the moldings from the original G1 stickers on his forearm here, on his knees, on the feet. Um, he only has the single Autobot logo on the arm or the shoulder. He does have the yellow eyes, although they're supposed to be light piping. Uh, Probably gonna repaint that. Um, I don't need the Optimus to have the light piping. The only major difference from this and a G1 toy is that there is no chrome features, right? So the bumper isn't chrome, the thighs aren't chrome, the smokestacks aren't chromed. I believe these were red on the original. Um, but aside from that, they do fix a lot of issues that I had, you know, now as an adult, and you see the original G1 toy, you know some of those features that figure had that they fixed on this one. Particularly the arms on this one are considerably shorter than the one on the G1. The G1 would almost be down to his knees, below his knees. Um, and also some of the like for instance the forearms here, since the G1 toy had the wheel well here, um, Optimus had really tiny forearms. Just some of the proportions looked weird, but this new take of the G1 toy by Hasbro corrects some of those issues, as opposed to Takara, who did the missing link, which we'll look at it in just a second. Takara just straight up updated the G1 toy just with the articulation. They didn't do anything to like rectify or fix anything, as like this version. And so again, standard Optimus, um, you know, posing, single arms, single jointed elbows, single jointed knees, single joint ankles that only go down, no up, like the missing link. He does have the ankle tilt though. You have the thigh swivel. No ab crunch on this one, like the missing link, but you do have the lifting bumper so that you can high kick going forward. Pull the legs all the way back. Um, the hands don't rotate or anything. You do have rotation here at the bicep. The smokestacks, these are removable. The head is on the ball joint. And then on the back, you have this little backpack here, which resembles the G1 cartoon version a little bit. And the other thing, again, we'll just compare with a G1 figure in just a second. Let me see. Okay, so I'm bringing in the recent Walmart. Well, not the recent Walmart, because recently Walmart released the 40th anniversary, but this is the previous version to that, the 35th anniversary, I guess. G1 reissue, where they were only selling the cab, the figure itself without the trailer, and we'll use that to compare the Legacy Optimus, and you can see that the colors are pretty much the same. The blues match, the reds, just because they use different different plastic, but it looks like the reds kind of match. You can see the comparisons from the heads; they're pretty much the same. Again, the only features that are missing from the United is the chrome bumper, the chrome grill, the chrome gas tanks, and the smokestacks. But other than that, they just correct some features from like the G1 toy, like this gaping hole in the back. And one other thing that I think they did good in fixing was this giant flap on the shoulder. This one doesn't have the giant flap on the shoulder, and the forearm. So this is what I was saying regarding the forearm. How Hasbro decided to fix the forearm from the G1 version. So we'll bring this guy back when we're doing the transformation. And then let's check out the bag of goodies. Okay, so we have the Energon X, which is in a translucent orange. We've seen different variations of this axe plenty of times recently with a bunch of Optimus Prime releases. But obviously this one just goes attached to the hand through this peg. Right, so you just put it over the fist. And now he has his Energon X. Okay, let's remove this. Very tight. And then he comes with two versions of his ion blaster. So if you're familiar with the old G1, you know that the figure went through some revisions over the course of time. I forget which was the original version and which one was the second version, but you can see that this one has they call it the bloated gun versus the thinner one. So again, I forget which one was released first, but Hasbro is giving you both selections. So you can have Optimus double wielding if you want. If you want. Oh, that's tight. Too much paint on that gun. But there you go. You can have Optimus double wielding his ion blasters. And you can peg one through the peg hole here on his back. And of course, you can open his chest, which reveals a chamber for the Matrix, which is all in a translucent, clear blue plastic, which I'm going to repaint. And we'll get to that in just a second. So I'm going to put this inside the chamber in his chest. And there you go. So yeah, Optimus comes with basically everything that you need. And we are now going to go into transformation. So let's just remove his guns. We can keep the Matrix in the chamber. And depending on how you decide, you transform Optimus from G1, the G1 Optimus, I would always start with the arms and then finish with the legs. Other people start with the legs, finish with the arms. So however you want to do it. So we're going to start with the head. You just flip his backpack up, flip the head around, and close it back up. The arms, the forearms. So this is the neat trick that they came up with on the solution of, the G1 toy with the removable fists. So you have to pull down on this, lever that's attached here on the forearm, right there, and then you flip this around, and then you close that up. So again, I don't know if the camera got that. So you have the forearm, you pull this down, flip it around, and then pull it back up. So now you have the headlights for truck mode. So you just pull the arms back, traditional Optimus Prime transformation. Tab these in the shoulders, and then make sure that the front wheels are tabbed downwards, because that's one of the new features that allows you to give Optimus the ability to do the Van Damme. So make sure those are tabbed all the way in, and then just slide the forearms in position. Not as clean as the G1, and we'll see, but you can see there's this the curvature here of the forearm for the transformation doesn't look as squared off as the G1. And then make sure that the feet are straight, and you tap the feet together, or the legs together. Nice. Why aren't these not tabbing? Do I need to pull out the feet? There we go. A little harder than it should have. There we go. You tap the feet together, and then you just close the legs up. Make sure that the you see these tabs openings in the thighs. Those go for these tabs here on the side. And there you have the Legacy G1 Optimus Prime in the truck mode. And again, it's pretty much the G1 toy, but in a smaller scale. As you saw earlier, this guy is like 5 inches or something, 5.5 inches. The original G1 toy is around 6.5 inches. But I like I said, I do wish, for 25 bucks, this is a pretty excellent G1 Optimus entry toy for a young collector. For if you're I'm a fan of, I was a kid when the original G1 toys came out, and at my current age, if I had children, this is probably one of the toys that I would give them to show them and compare them and show them this toy versus the one that I had as a kid, you know. But anyway, this is an excellent toy. Now, the only thing that's missing from this Optimus is a trailer, something that came with the original toy. However, Hasbro has done a thing where you can use the trailer from the Earthrise Optimus Prime, which was severely undersized. You can see you have the peg, traditional peg, like the G1 toy, but inside there's a hole where you're able to plug in the trailer for the Earthrise from the Earthrise Optimus, and now that looks perfect in scale as opposed to the Earthrise Optimus, which the trailer was out of scale. It was just too small. So yeah, if you wanna use the Earthrise trailer, which I will with this version of Optimus, you can then open the trailer up, and even though maybe, I haven't even tried it. Can you tab in the the stuff that comes with this guy here? Let's see. I don't see a way to tab in the axe. I guess that's a way. I don't know if it's gonna impede. Nope. Well, you can have that floating out somewhere, but you can store his weapons in the trailer. It closes. There you go. So that's one solution. All right. I believe you can also tab in any of the G1 trailers. That's why it has the old school style peg, so that you can attach those as well. So let me just bring in the G1, the one we used earlier as a comparison. Okay, so here's the G1 Optimus in comparison to the Legacy. What is it? Legacy United. So you can see the difference in size. Like I said, this guy in the G1 in robot mode is around 6.5 inches, and the Legacy is around 5.5. So, but yeah, they are pretty much the same figure, minus a few things. No chrome on the wheels, no chrome on the gas tank, no chrome on the smokestacks. But other than that, they're basically essentially the same. Almost the same details, the rivets, the plating, and all of that. It's very reminiscent. Like, oh, here's, like I said, right here where the shoulder, this is where the shoulder joint is. You can see where there is a curvature that goes inside, whereas opposed to the G1, where he doesn't have that. It's a little more cleaner, right? Maybe a third-party company will put out a kit and maybe they'll put out a replacement part so that it looks a little more like this. I don't know. Oh, and of course, this one doesn't have the rub sign. But yeah, like I said earlier, I think the colors are perfect matches. Even the wheels appear to be the same in terms of, like, these ones say, what is it? Cybertron radials. And these guys say Desert Dog Formula. You can see every time I show this figure off, I keep saying how the rubber tires exploded on this one. I don't know why, even though I don't have it exposed to the sun, direct sunlight, but the tires on this guy, they, you know, look at that, they exploded. But anyway, so that's that comparison. So the other comparison that people like to see with this figure, obviously, is going to be with this guy right here. This is the missing link CO2 Optimus. I'm sorry, Convoy, aka Optimus Prime. So this is the missing link from the anime colors. So I got the one that didn't have the trailer. And it's a good thing because I also will look at the figure in another video. I also just got the 40th anniversary G1 Optimus in the cartoon colors, so I'm going to use that trailer for either one of these figures. And I know you're maybe noticing something going on with the missing link, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So again, the comparisons to the missing link and this figure obviously is that the features that they both have, which is a modernized articulation. One of the things that the missing link has that the legacy does not have is, for instance, the toes, they go up, and like I said, I showed the legacy does not have that feature. The knees are almost like double jointed knees, so you can hyperextend the front to the front, you know. Obviously this guy has the ab crunch. I'll talk about this in just a second. And also extended articulation in the shoulder, something that this guy does not have. He can go fully up. This guy can only go into the T-pose. And of course, they both have a waist swivel. This one's swivel is a little more active than the one that came with the missing link. But other than that, some of the features are the same. Now, what are those? What are those on Optimus Prime on these side fillers? Well, one of the things that I've been working on for G1 Optimus is trying to get a look just a little closer to the G1 cartoon. Let me bring in the Studio Series 86 Optimus. So one of the things that Optimus here has that the G1 toy didn't was, you know, just some beefing up of the figure in terms of presentation, including what these, what are they called? The obliques, you would say. These are the oblique muscles, right? Something that the G1 toy didn't have, right? So what I've been doing is developing some fillers for the G1 toy to give him the appearance of the G1 cartoon Optimus. So this is what I developed for the missing link. I still got some movement here on the wheels that allow me to get some stretching out of the legs, although I don't need Optimus to perform splits. But, you know, these are just made out of Strathmore artboards, scraps that I had, and just painted red. So that's something that I've been developing, you know, hoping to get the right look for the G1 Optimus. And I've also been working on some for the Legacy. So yes, I got two. The reason I got two is because I'm painting one in the G1 toy colors, and two, I'm painting one in the G1 cartoon colors. So I'm giving this guy the white thighs, the yellow the yellow lights on the belt and all of that. So I'm gonna make him look more like the G1 cartoon Optimus Prime, which is resembling the G1 reissue, the Walmart that just came out a short while ago. So when I'm doing the comparisons, I'm gonna use that figure for the comparisons. And you can see these side fillers. One may look a little thicker than the other. That's just how I kind of look like this side looks a little thinner than on this side. But the other thing that I gave this guy is this the bottom crotch thingy from Optimus that goes all the way up to his tail. Again, the color is not final. I just needed a blue to paint it. Something to give it a base blue color. But now he has the blue crotch. Like this guy. So I'm gonna be, so like I said, so I'm gonna be painting one in the toy colors and one in the animation colors. The one that's gonna be in the animation colors is the one that's gonna be having the side fillers. The one that's for the G1 toy colors, I'm gonna keep them like this. And I'm also developing side fillers for the 40th anniversary, and this is the piece of cardboard that I've been, so far working on. So that's how it kind of tabs into it, into position. It's mostly held by friction, but these additional tabs help for support. And again, I'll show this off when I'm finished customizing the figures. So there you go. That's the review. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have these figures in your collection? How cool do you think this new Optimus is? Are you a fan of do you prefer the old school figure with the basic articulation, or are you a fan of the new modern articulation? Would you like Hasbro to continue with the G1 Legacy? What do they call it? G1 Universe line, and just expand it all through the entire G1 toy line? That's something. Like I said, that would be probably going forward. I think to retire, quote unquote, retire G1 and have the line move forward with other incarnations of the Transformers. I would say that they should form a subline within the Generations line and call it the G1 Universe, and have all of the figures released on that side, and they can release 5 figures, 6 figures a year, and then on the main Generations line, focus on releasing new characters that haven't had an update, or brand new characters altogether. Evolve the brand beyond the standard G1 characters. I mean, G1 is the bloodline, the lifeline of Transformers, and it will never go away. As much as new collectors, or collectors that started getting Transformers in Beast Wars, or the what do they call it, what is it, Armada, Cybertron, and all of that, and or the Robots in Disguise, all of those toy lines, all of those series, or even the Bayverse Transformers, whichever version of outside of G1 that you were introduced to the Transformers. I understand that you're frustrated with all of the G1 stuff, but you also got to understand that the G1 figures and characters are the lifeline of the brand. So no matter how much you may dislike Hasbro reliance on G1, it's what sells. It's as simple as that. It's what sells. So I would really, really love for Hasbro to keep that G1 Universe branding alive, and keep releasing more figures like this, and just expand to the whole G1 roster. That would be cool. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about the fillers. Are they cool? Are they a neat idea? Do you think, hey, third-party companies, if you're watching, maybe develop something like this? Just acknowledge me, and and how about to have some freebies? Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.